record some of them so that when I actually get it to the point where I can, when you do the subs, you can, they spend 20 jelly beans or whatever, and you can make a sound. Yeah, Stabler sounds. I'm quite impressed by those. Like, how can Putty... Like, I watched one stream, and it was like, for a whole half hour, they're just whispering into the microphone, and I was quite impressed that they didn't stop, didn't need a drink of water or anything. It was quite something. Alright, let's pick a butterfly. Okay, so I've got these trees, and I've got this kind of ink. Ooh, where am I going here? This kind of ink. And I've got some butterflies. Should we pick one off of page 1 or page 2? Page 1 or page 2? See if you like any of the butterflies. Page 2, check. Row 1 or row 2? First one in the last row. This one? Nope. The other end. That one. On the left. My left, your left, this one then. There's only one left. I know, right? It's terrible. Yes. Alright, cool. We'll make some of him. Done. Oh, did I not bring out my cube? There's my cube. Oh, we don't need that big a cube. Just need a little cube. Alright. And just when you think you didn't need baby wipes, you need baby wipes for scrapbooking. Well, it's fun. I don't usually get people talking when I'm on here. It's usually just me and the bots. Because I'm in a different time zone, so nobody's awake. Alright, let's see how this bad boy works. If this doesn't work well, then I'll bring out my other scrapbook invention and... Ooh, that works pretty good. I should do another color too. That's pretty. Let's see what colors I got. It's got to blend in with that or stick out. Similar color, different set. Well, actually, it's just that it's the very first time I've used this stamp. And you, at the manufacturing plant, there's lots of oils that are on it. So you wipe off those oils for the very first time you're using it. And then the ink can actually stick. Otherwise, it just sits on the oil and it doesn't stick. And then it doesn't stamp anything. So, which is why I was working on the hello stamp so many times before, because I didn't wipe it clean enough and I kept getting the oils. And then you wipe it, of course, clean. I've got some blue ones, and I'm going to try some green ones here. Or it could be just because my ink is different. What are you? You're pigment ink. Ah, difference in inks. So this one's a pigment ink, and this one just must be an ink. Which would make sense because I'm pretty sure this is like 25-cent ink and this is a $2 ink. And then I've got the $25 inks as well. That one turned out better. Yeah, well, it's not really the oil shows, it's just that they it doesn't spread the ink well. Well, I think you can see on the green. Like this green butterfly has some blobbies versus this green one is pretty good now. Level 1, 2, 3 inks. And then you have to wipe it off really fast afterwards, or your stamp becomes that color forever. Which is probably going to happen right now. $25 ink looks like, find it. Here. Stasm. There's a Stasm ink, and there's the Versamark. He's pretty expensive. These ones are pretty expensive too. They're fun though. These ones, the Distressed Oxides, they're about $10, but you can add water to them afterwards and it splatters kind of like water paint or watercolor. Yeah, definitely. Let's see if Mr. see that or not. And then will be the difference of how long it'll last before it fades. And how it works, like some of these you can, if you painted versus paper, you could use it over top of the paint, but some of them won't stick to the paint, etc., etc. Just depends. I'm not a professional. I don't know all the answers. I just know some of the answers. Very minute amount. Yeah. And again, your collection will expand as you go. knows all the answers. What are you talking about? There's a lot of know-it-alls out there. Okay, there's people that think they know it all. Yeah, my inks will fit back in. They fit certainly on my shelf, and I apparently have messed with them enough that they don't fit on my shelf anymore. There we go. Okay. Now comes the not so fun part. Yeah, I gotta cut things out. Well, actually, maybe I can do. I can cut them out. Now see, if I was smart, I would have found a butterfly that had a cutout with it, and then put it through that big monstrous machine I just had a few minutes ago, and then it would just cut it out for me. Get close to the mic, get close to the mic. Cut, 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 cut. Alright, I can do that. I can totally do that. I'll probably have to detail cut these better later. But I've seen some scrapbookers take up to like an hour just to cut out one butterfly. I am not that kind of person. I would like to be done within 5 minutes, but depends how big the butterfly is. We'll see about that for the stapler. I don't know if I could handle hearing a stapler for an hour. I suppose if I did the hole puncher, then at least I get a lot of side done. There's all my garbage from earlier. I'll put my 3D dots on there. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a black butterfly, but yeah, whatever. It's scrapbooking, it's not real life. Yeah, so we just go and they're three-dimensional. I don't know if you can see that or not. Like they come with the shape already, so you cut the shape with them. Did you find it easier sometimes to cut a white paper and later stamp it with the color? I prefer to stamp and then cut. Because if I cut then stamp, then I'm cutting and then I'm like spritzing it with distressed ink or something. Although a lot of people will cut and then color with markers, but I don't color with markers, so that doesn't work for me. I realized I want one more butterfly. Yes, I do. Before I have to clean up everything. Three-dimensional. Do you like having people to chat and interact with? Yes, absolutely. I mean, lurkers are good because, you know, it's nice to know people like to watch me or listen to me with my scrapbooking. But talking with people makes it the social part, which is why I like Twitch. Social part. Since you can't go out and visit people because of the lovely COVID, then you can talk with people across the world through Twitch. Alright, so those two pages are done. Some sort of gardening thing.